18 turnovers, was that a key difference for you guys?
No question, because they got 22 points off the 18 turnovers. I thought our decision-making at times was really poor. Our defense in the first half was unacceptable. But, I thought there was some good things. Second half defense was better. Second half ball movement was a lot better. We made a couple runs. I thought we kept fighting. That was good. But, we just have to be better with our execution in a lot of ways, and that's one.
Fran, Carr got away from you in the first half. You guys contained him. Was there anything he did different, or was it just he played?
Well, you knew he was going to come back.
Sure.
We talked about that at halftime. In the first half, Stevens went off, Shep Garner went off. So Carr's going to come back in the second half. He's going to have it a lot. I thought at times we guarded him well, and at times we didn't. We shouldn't have got the 3 off when we were in the zone. That's unacceptable.
Coach, as it kind of pertains to the decision making, it seemed like there were guys trying to do too much at times and then maybe dialing it back at times. How much of a struggle has it been finding the middle ground?
Well, I think that's a good point. I think that's a challenge all the time because you want your guys to be aggressive. You want them to be in attack mode. We always say you can't play nuts. So when to go, when not to go. We got a couple charges in transition. They're gonna set up shop, so you got to go around them or you got to jump stop. So that was unfortunate. I thought Isaiah got a little tentative after he committed the charge. We need him to continue to be aggressive. He's got to put that behind him and keep shooting the ball because we need him to do that. They'll get that figured out.
What do you think kept your team from getting over the hump? It seemed like you could get a stop and get it down.
We had a couple times where we got consecutive stops. I thought our defense was much more active in the second half. They made some big shots. A team makes 12 threes, you're going to have a hard time beating them. Then you go back and say, well, we can't give up 12 threes. The guys who made the threes are the guys for them who make threes. It wasn't like it was the guys that typically don't. So, that's sometimes a tough call because all 3 of those guys can drive the ball. So you want to close out into their space, but know that they are capable, all 3 of them, of going off the dribble. But our closeouts were not good enough. And that's unfortunate because even if they go and score, it's only 2 and not 3.
Yeah, with the 12 made threes, how much of that was a product of them kind of getting in a rhythm early?
Well, they definitely were in a rhythm early, especially Gardner. He hits too early and he ends up making 4 for the game, and that's what he does. If he has that kind of game, then they're a different team. If he has a 1 for 7, then they're not the same team. The other guys, and he's always been a good player. I mean, he's a senior, he's a veteran, and I think Reeves has really elevated his game. So now you got, the 5 guys that they start are all scorers, and they can all shoot threes, with the exception of Watkins, who's always running to the front of the rim, and he's big and strong. So that makes them hard to guard. So we try to mix some defenses, and we get a little bit of success with our press, a little bit of success with our zone. Our zone was not good enough. It was okay at times, but it needs to be better.
Jordan have to get more than the 6 shots, and how do you guys get him more looks when teams?
Well, they're chasing up on him. We got to screen more for him. Whether we're running sets or we're running motion, we got to free him up. No question about that. He's got to get more shots. I mean, we're a team that is bigger, so we typically want to throw it in. And Cordell's going to get shots. Tyler's going to get shots. Luka, Ryan, and we're going to post Jack some. But J-Bo's going to get more than 6 shots.
Without having that kind of do-it-all point guard who can just everybody feeds off of, how much of a premium is ball movement, and where do you think that is right now with the team?
Well, like I said, it was better in the second half. It was non-existent in the first half. It was all throw at the TC and he goes to work, and that's not a motion offense. That's not ball movement. That's not screening and cutting and getting people open. He was really good, and that's great, but we've got to be able to play off of that and have others, do some things. Now, our 3-point shooting was not good. We had some open threes that didn't go. really think the three-point shooting would be a problem for this team. I think we have good three-point shooters, we just didn't make it for that.
8 games in, you have 4 losses. What is your biggest concern right now?
Consistency. We're really good at times, and we're really not very good at times, at both ends. You know, so our offense looks really good at times, but we have 18 turns, and we make 4 threes. Our defense is really good at times, but they scored 11. It was 11-2 to start the game. You can't get that 11-2 at home to start the game. We were not aggressive enough. We were not connected together, and you know, so I think the word is consistency. Like we're really good at certain things, and we're not good at all in others.
How have you dealt with that? I mean, as a coach before, how do you
Well, I think
coach that?
Well, to be honest with you, that's typical of most teams. You're always trying to get your team to be more consistent and to be more efficient and better in various areas. The disappointing thing I think with this group is, you know, we had guys, most of those guys have done that. They have been consistent, they have been connected, and they're not right now. So we're gonna do a better job coaching them up.
What went into the decision to start Nicholas, and did you get what you wanted out of him?
You know, I just felt like, you know, when he came back, the way he's practiced, he's been really good. You know, and he didn't shoot it well today, but I thought he's a special player. He helps you in so many different ways. Like the play when it looked like they were going to go up 9 or whatever, runs the ball all the way down and gets the rebound, and we end up with a dunk at the other end. And those kinds of plays are just so valuable to a team. Veteran guy, it gives you another stretch player that can, if we're going to throw the ball inside, then we've got to have some guys that can make threes, and you put him and Isaiah and Jabo out there that can typically give our big guys some space.
Fran, with
Take
you guys
2 more
being
questions.
with you guys being at 4-4, do you take the hug approach or maybe the boot?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
A little bit of both. You know, I think you have to be honest. You know, I think you have to challenge them, but I don't think you can beat them up, and I definitely don't think you can point fingers. You start playing the blame game, and then don't take any responsibility for yourself. That's me. And I think you lose the locker room. So I love these guys. They'll get it. It's frustrating, but they're good people. They have character, and we'll get it figured out.
Fran, you were in a